Welcome to the Ages of Rock podcast with your hosts Bill Algie, Dennis Talbot, and Alan Tate. We are three guys who have one thing in common, a love of rock and roll. Our goal is to talk about all things rock. We hope you find this show intriguing, funny, and occasionally highly opinionated. Enjoy! Hey folks, this is episode number 271. That's correct. I almost said 300, but that's another couple years away.
What?
Episode 371 would be a couple years.
Oh, 371.
Yeah, that's gonna be a bit.
So this is episode number 271, and we have Thomas Polychuck here, and he is going to talk about his eclectic EP, Shadows Exposed. How are you doing?
Pretty good, thanks. Nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
Anytime, man. So tell us about this EP you've got. Tell us where you're from, your date of birth, your social security. No.
We actually, at this point, we need a credit card, please. If you to move this interview forward.
Right in the chat.
And we need like your first car, your mother's maiden name, and where you went to grade school. There we go. We'll be all right.
Montrealer, French Canadian, born and raised. Yeah, and I'm releasing I've been playing music for a long time. I'm 31. I've been playing guitar for 25 years. Been shredding for most of these years. But yeah, this is the time where I really wanted to release my own music. So I've been playing music for a long time. Like I said, I've been in bands. I've been in metal underground bands and hardcore or whatever. But this is my first official as myself. Eclectic, man. Every genre that I like is blended into that EP, and that's what I'm releasing. Yeah.
Cool. So talk about some of your influences.
Oh man, there's so many. Right now, like my main one, I would say, or my main ones, I would say the prog guys, the newer prog guys like Steven Wilson, Porcupine Tree, Frost. All these bands, because they don't seem to have like boundaries. They don't seem to have they play whatever whatever they want. They write the music that they want. Like they don't follow a format for whatever the radio or whatever. And that I admire that in these guys, because they have success. They have commercial success, and they write whatever the hell they want to write. So I really admire that. But besides these guys, man, I don't know. Metal, from extreme metal, Napalm Death to freaking pop music, and just no boundaries. Yeah.
So I was listening to that thing, your video again today. So when you put this EP out, is this all you doing everything on it? I know really, because whenever you're showing the video, only thing we can actually see is you playing guitar, which you said you've been a guitar player forever. But everything else, you did that also, I guess. Yeah,
I actually recorded. I played everything, recorded everything. I play a little bit of keyboard, so I have my little keyboard here and then my analog. I do I'm not a professional pianist or whatever, but I know a few chords and everything. I did everything myself. And the instruments that I don't know how to play, I have a brass section on a song, and things like that. I'll just play it on the keyboard and use samples and stuff. I played the drums. The drums were all played on an electronic drum kit, and replaced with samples and all that stuff. The bass is played. Everything is played. So, and I mixed everything. Yeah, thanks, man. Mixed everything and mastered myself. Yeah.
So the white guitar you're playing, is it an LTD or is it, what is that? Is it ESP or
on the EP
on the video?
On the video, I'm playing with two guitars on that video. An LTD EC1000, so the white one.
But yeah, that's what I was asking about the white one. Yeah, Les Paul shape, but
yeah. I've had it for I think 14 years or something.
Wow.
Yeah, it's funny because when I bought that guitar, I was in a death metal band, like brutal metal, and I wanted a new guitar, and I just had my first paycheck, whatever. I was 17 or something, and I get that guitar and I show up to the practice session, and the guys are like, "What the fuck? It's white."
A white guitar.
we're like singing about like crazy stuff, like brutal death metal, like Cannibal Corpse type lyrics, and they're
Right.
white guitar. This is so emo. Back then, like being emo was the worst insult you could tell a metalhead.
Can you throw a little blood on there, a little red, make it look a little deathy?
Yeah, I like it. I thought it was kind of cool. It was different. So
yeah. Well, a white guitar won't stay white very long if you play out in bars because it'll turn yellow.
yeah. No, we can't smoke here in Canada in bars.
Oh, that's okay. Well, thank God, because it was.
You can't smoke in bars in Indiana.
Well, up until you can in
Depends on what county you're in.
what county you're
county?
in.
Is it a county thing? All right.
The county we used to play in, it was like I was, and I quit 10 years ago, and we would come out, me and the drummer would be like one, every break trying to get, and instead of guitars, they turn color. Trust me.
No. I remember when I first started going to bars. Well, we can't smoke in bars since I think 2002 or 3
Right.
In Canada. But I was going, I started going in bars at 15, like 14. So I remember, I remember the people smoking at bars, and we would go and hang out and come back and smell like cigarettes. It was horrible.
Can you go to bars at 15 in Canada?
Definitely not. But no, you can't. But my first show was Sepultura and Hatebreed.
Oh, cool.
In 2001. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
The problem with Canada, though, and the first time I ever went there was 1988, and I went to Calgary, and we went for a steak dinner. And the first thing I asked was for a Budweiser, and they go, "Well, we got Bud, but it's different. It's a different Bud." Yeah. And then I said something about I need some cigarettes, and they said, "Okay, what do you want?" And I said, I needed some Marlboro Lights, and they go, "We don't have Marlboros here. We have." So I said, "Well, what is close?" And they said about Player or something. It was Player Lights, is what it was.
Yeah.
And I'm like going, okay. And the guy comes back and it's like $6, and I'm like, wait.
$6 as in expensive, or as in it's cheap?
That's $4 more than I pay in the States. And I'm like going, and what the hell's wrong with this pack? I can't put this in my pocket. It's this real long white thing. Yeah. I was like, rude awakening. I was like, the next day, I was like, my wife, I was like, please send me a care package of a carton of Marlboro Lights.
Yeah. Might as well quit smoking at this point.
And I did. I gave it up at that point. But everybody rolled their own up there. Actually, that was a big thing, was rolling their own cigarettes. So filters and everything. It was really weird. So
but you can buy cheap tobacco here in Canada.
Yeah.
The res, where the native people are, and they sell
right.
So that too. I don't know. I haven't smoked a cigarette in a long time too. I quit more than 5 years ago. Yeah. But man, packs are like $20. I don't know. Like when you said $6, I was like, as in cheap? No, as in expensive. Holy
a case of beer back then was like, well, they would actually deliver to your house, which was weird in Canada, but it was like $30 a case. And I'm like going, how do you people live up here? Your cigarettes and everything you like is like real expensive. Like, gas was high.
We don't smoke. Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
You guys got to quit being quitters, though, because I work in healthcare, and we need you guys to keep smoking.
No, I quit. I quit.
Don't be a quitter.
I'm a quitter. I'm a quitter. But anyway, I liked the way you put that together, all your music and everything. And so did you do it at home? Was it like on a did you go into a studio, or did you do it at home computer wise?
So I'm renting a space in a building in downtown Montreal, and I have like everything. You can't really see because all the equipment is there. So but yeah, it's homes, kind of like a home studio, but not. But yeah, so I could have done it at home. It would have been the same thing. I have a little booth here where I do my vocals, but yeah, I have a nice setup. Yeah, I did everything. Cool. Yeah.
So are you doing shows or anything there locally, or there are no shows yet, right? Because you said that they were so closed down. So were you doing stuff before? Before that, like I said, I was in other projects, and I always played shows and stuff. But for this particular project, I've done one show. So last year they started allowing shows like outdoor concerts, but with the social distancing. So everybody is outside, and everybody has to sit down and wear a mask or whatever. So I did a show. I opened for a local act here in Montreal. It was all right. It was like 20 people on like 20 people on like in a football field, whatever.
100 acres, one person per acre. So you were just like,
you say something like, "People, let me hear you." There's like 20 people screaming.
You hear like, like, okay, just feels kind of awkward. And I did that. I did a live concert, like live performance in a venue, in an actual venue. I did that in April. Was it in April? Yeah, it was about 3-4 months ago. It was fun. Like I could see that people showed up on Instagram, whatever. But this is also, it feels weird, man. Like you finish your song and there's just like a guy with a camera. No one's. It just. You know, so I like the energy of the crowd when it's where I get my energy. You know what I mean? So and I played last week at a camping for friends, but it doesn't count. Well, I guess it does. But
are you guys are getting closer to opening? Is that right? I mean, you're getting closer to doing shows and getting there.
Yeah, I hope so, man. Yeah, I hope so. I was inquiring about a venue because I want to do a showcase for that EP, and they said, well, a place where they can have up 300 people. They said, yeah, we might be open in a month, but like 20% capacity and everybody's sitting down wearing a mask and stuff like that. So I don't know. We'll think about it.
Yeah, I've been to a show where it was 20% capacity and it was 400 seat place, and that's not many people. It was weird. It was
especially when everybody has to sit down. Like
everybody had to stay seated. Big tables, spaced pretty far apart. The show was fine. It was good to hear live music again, but it was just a weird vibe. Kind of
exactly. The vibe
just strange.
Yeah. So I don't know. Is it worth it? I don't know. I'm trying to promote my album. I know I can put on a great show. I can shred. And when the vibe is not there. I don't know. It just gives it just feels weird. So we'll wait. What I'm trying to do is get maybe a spot, as an opening act for a bigger band that's on tour. Like maybe if I can go to the States and be an opening act, that would be really, really cool. It'd be awesome.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
So the single we got, or the song that we got sent to us, is called "Exposure." Can you talk a little bit about that song? It's a really cool song. I dug it. I thought it was really cool.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. That's really it's a call out song. Like, it's like I don't know if I can say the words that I can or can't say, but it's a call out song. You know what I mean? But it's a fictional character. It's just sometimes it feels good to express those feelings, and I thought, I was in the mood for this kind of mood, like UMF, you know what I mean? And the song felt like that, so I wrote it, and I think it's great. And sometimes it doesn't have to be a real story. It just feels good to express those feelings. Everybody has those feelings, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what it's about. As simple as that. Yeah.
To me though,
people will connect with these feelings. Everybody has these feelings once in a while.
Well, and to me, I mean, I heard the cuss words in it too, but the first time I ever listened to it, I actually thought it was more of I don't want to use the word praise band, but a band that's kind of religious based, kind of giving you that, here's the way you need to be, kind of awakening song. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but it's not the vibe that I was going for.
Right. But I mean, that's what's great with music is every time you hear something like that, everybody has their own vibe to it, Yeah,
exactly. Open to your own interpretation.
I mean, Stryper was singing about Jesus, but I used it in my wedding. We used honestly as basically our was our love song of our wedding. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It is what it is.
It's to interpretation. It's like instrumental music is the same, man. You can. Right. It might work on a movie soundtrack or whatever. So that's a great thing about music, especially about the more prog music, where the vibe is more cinematic or for the lack of a better word, has a real vibe of feeling emotion to it, rather than just a pop song that goes a TikTok.
I thought it had a cool vibe and a cool beat. I thought it was a pretty good song. Is the EP out and available now, or is it coming out soon? Because I'm not sure about that.
Coming out on Friday, July 23rd.
So soon.
Yeah, very soon. Yeah. So this Friday.
Really soon.
Really soon.
Yeah, really soon. So I don't know when you guys are gonna. This is gonna be out on Thursday.
Yeah, so it'll be the day before.
Tomorrow. Go and pre-save it.
So you get to sell one more album than what you did before with being on our show. Actually, 3.
Cool.
Joke.
So where's it going to be available?
When or where?
No, where?
Oh,
so
where?
Is it?
Everywhere digitally. Yeah. So
Okay.
Spotify, YouTube, all these platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, all of them. Yeah.
No hard copy stuff yet.
No, not yet. I don't know. If I ever do that, it'll be vinyl.
Oh, me and Bill.
Yeah.
Me and Bill are vinyl people.
Yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
held up a Carpenter's record, for God's sakes.
Okay. Right here.
Oh, you have a nice collection, man.
There you go. And Elvis Cooper. How's that?
There you go.
They're all sealed. I haven't opened them up.
Yeah, they're
Isn't
all
that crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I also like to listen to my music on vinyl, but I have 2
Vinyl's
kids in
great.
the house, so that's a little difficult.
you have to have a special time. It's like you have to be in the right mood.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to be out of the house. And then
Yeah.
my neighbors hear it whenever I do play it because it's outside the house going boom, boom, boom. You know?
Yeah. But the sound is so different, man. It's just the vibe is different. It sounds real as opposed to fake, but it actually is real, and digital is not real. Digital is just a bunch of ones and zeros. You know, it's like it's a digital signal that's
Yep.
I don't know how to call it. They
Oh, you don't have to, Alan, or actually Bill and I. You don't have to prove it to us.
Yeah.
Alan, he's not a record guy.
Okay. but the vinyl, it's like it's right there. The music is physically there.
Yeah.
And you can feel it when you listen to it. So if I ever release physical products, it'll be on vinyl. Definitely.
Awesome. That's what we want to hear.
Yeah.
So can
I
you
don't know.
give
That's what's
us?
the point with CD. Like it's the same sound quality as an MP3 or
Yeah.
Spotify or whatever. And Spotify is just more convenient. And what I mean by Spotify is every other streaming platform
Mm-hmm.
is the same sound quality and it's super convenient. So why do CDs? I don't know people that are my age or younger that would spend money for a CD.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Even people my age, I'm 31. People still want, if they buy a physical product, they will buy a vinyl.
Yeah.
Even if they don't listen to it, just so they have it.
Yeah, we've never done that before. I don't know what you're talking about.
His albums are so wrapped in.
No, they're double wrap plastic because I actually take care of them, the ones I didn't. But like you said, though, I will buy an album and first thing I'll do is listen to it on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? Just
It's more convenient.
but whenever because I can listen to it in a convenient area. Now, if I want to sit down and I'm by myself and want to sit there, get me a cold drink, sit down in front of my stereo and actually listen to a good record, then I'll do it.
But you got to admit, it sounds better.
Fuck yeah, it does.
Even if you take your phone and you play it on your sound system.
Yeah,
same.
Sounds better.
Alan, I think you want to talk.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to ask, can you give us a track listing for the rest of the songs on the EP and tell about any inspiration for any of those songs?
Yeah, so the first song is called "Beating Myself Down." It has a very dark and depressing title, but it's not. It's like it's played with an actual a fun vibe. So it's more of a caricature. I have that, then Exposure. I have In the Dark, which is it's already released. It's on Spotify, on YouTube. I have a music video for it. In the Dark. I have another song, Driving Me Mad, which has a really cool guitar solo. And the last song, Lights Out. Like all the topics are about dark. They're all dark topics, but they're not played in a depressing way. Like the music is still uplifting. It's still, so it creates kind of like a contrast with the lyrics and the themes. I like to play with that stuff. Like people like, for example, my song "Beating Myself Down." It has a very fun vibe. Like the lyrics are so dark that they almost like you can't take them seriously. It's so depressing. But with the music, it just feels like weird contrast, and I like that. Yeah. There's like a parade going on. I have like a brass section where I'm singing about how life is horrible, and it's it's the kind of funny stuff that I like to do. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. It's like being like Herb Albert going. It's like depressing.
Yeah. I was inspired by I don't know if you've ever heard the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. Yeah, it's super dark song, but it has a parade kind of like, it's uplifting music, dark lyrics. Yeah.
Right.
I think Third Eye Blind has a song that's like that really sounds upbeat, but if you pay attention to the lyrics, it's about a heroin overdose or something.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
Song by the Police.
Yeah, I was going to say every movie you take. I mean, every movie you make, they're like. Everybody that had that at their wedding is like going, "Oh shit, we just fucked up," because it's a song about somebody who's just so crazy that stalker,
creepy stalker. So same thing. I like to play with that stuff. Like
that's funny.
I like to be not necessarily like open to interpretation. People can
right, and that's a great thing about music. It is that. I mean, people take every song. There's some people that'll think it's dark, and some people that will affix it to something that they maybe heard it at a certain time in their life, and they go, well, this makes a great, it brings back a memory. No matter what it's about, it'll make a memory. That's what happens. That's the great thing about music. We've said this through 200 and how many episodes now is it? It's almost at 3, but 270 something.
271.
Right. I mean, and we've said this almost every episode. That's the great thing about music is it just basically it's judgmental. It's everybody can think about what they want, and 10 people can hear the same song and get 10 different takes off of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's awesome.
And that's something I really like about classical music or just movie score. I like to listen to that kind of stuff also.
Yeah, cool.
It's a mood, and you can, I get inspired by so many genres, man.
Right. Well, I'm actually getting ready to re-up my tickets this year. I'm gonna have my season tickets for the Evansville Philharmonic. I go to the Philharmonic once a month. I love classic music. I mean, it's just one of those things. And the guy we have got a new conductor for our city. He just did his first year, of course, during COVID. And we actually had shows during COVID. They were limited, social distanced, low. I mean, but we still play, and then they even had some where they were just like over the computer. You had to watch them over that, but they kept playing and kept the orchestra going all year.
Yeah, nice.
But I like the guy because he has all kinds of different influences. He's younger. He likes rock and roll, and Roger's a really great guy, and I've dealt with him a lot and spent some time with him outside of the Philharmonic, and really good guy and good for Evansville. I think he's going to bring a lot of young people in to it. So,
yeah, we need to, man. But obviously, when you play a classical, Philharmonic, people can sit down, people can be social distance, and it doesn't really affect.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's really cool to watch that stuff live, man. You get the sound out of the instrument. That's even better than anything else, man. You get the sound out of it's all acoustic instrument. It's all the wood. It's all real. It doesn't get any more real than that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sometimes no microphone, nothing. Just really acoustic sound. That's great. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, Alan, your mic's
muted,
off,
buddy.
We like to make funny.
I was on the wrong screen while I was pushing the space bar.
He's like going, Dennis is an asshole. What is he knowing?
That's
Everybody else knows that.
I know that. Go ahead.
So anyway, tell our audience where they can find you online.
Polychuck, Polychuck, anywhere. It's my nickname. So YouTube, Spotify, all these streaming platforms. I have music already out. YouTube. I have music videos. Also Instagram, all the, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all the social media, Twitter as well. I'm not very big on Twitter though. More on TikTok. I guess it's my generation. But yeah,
I tell stupid jokes on TikTok.
Can I ask one more question real quick?
You can.
Okay. So whenever you go out, whenever you're going to do this EP, do you have because I know you said you did the drums and you've got the keyboards of it. Do you have a band ready to do this, or how are you going to be doing it? Are you going to do like a solo act with backing tracks? How are you going to perform this?
He's not Ed Sheeran.
What's that?
Well, I can't play my songs with an acoustic guitar.
That looping motherfucker. I hate that. Most expensive concert I've ever seen in my life, and I don't want to talk about it no more. So,
or an acoustic guitar and a dude down third, whatever. No. I have a band. Like I have guys I've been playing with for many years.
Gotcha.
Great musicians, man. We all went to college. We all went to University of Music.
So it's been something that you guys actually sit down and you play through your EP, and they're all well. I mean, you're ready to go if you get the call to go out, you're ready to hit it then.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
These guys have their own careers. Like they do stuff, they play with other
or
whatever. Most of them do jazz gigs, like jazz, bebop jazz, and that kind of stuff. So that tells you right off the bat they're good musicians. I can't even play jazz. I can't even do a jazz gig. Like, I love jazz, by the way. This is one of my greatest influences, but it doesn't really show in my EP. But jazz is really like, it's a more advanced style of music, and so I always like classical.
Interesting though.
Prog, they're all like, yeah. But
interesting.
These are the next level. They do the jazz gigs at the airport, whatever.
Well, that's interesting. Well, good luck to you, man. I hope things go good. And Friday when it comes out, I hope it smashes out and everybody listens to it and downloads it and buys it. Whatever we need to do.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. So
no problem.
We're the best, man. We're promoting as much as we can. So I mean, but by we I mean me. I'm doing all
myself and I.
You're the one man army, right?
The whole office. You and the whole office, right?
I mean, me on TikTok, me on Spotify, me on this. But yeah.
But not on Instagram.
Yes, on Instagram. Yeah.
Twitter, not Twitter. Yeah, not Twitter.
I'm. It's my biggest platform, Instagram. It's where I have the.
All right, cool.
Followers.
Yeah, fuck Twitter.
Yeah, fuck Twitter. Just because I like to do videos. I like to. And you can't do videos on Twitter, or maybe.
No.
Yeah, so
that's all words.
Yeah. Go on my TikTok. I do TikTok. I don't do stupid stuff on TikTok. I
like stupid stuff on TikTok though. If you would play your song and then like drive your bicycle into a bush while you're doing it, I would laugh my ass off. It'd be funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's an idea, man. Yeah.
There you go.
Did you say drive yourself into her bush? What did you say?
No, a bicycle. If he's on a bicycle singing a song and then running into a bush while he's doing it.
Okay. I just wasn't
I'd laugh my ass off and go, I like this. And I would send it to like 5 of my friends. So there you go.
Wasn't sure what TikToks you were watching.
It's what people want to see. It's what people want to watch. They want to watch people falling.
Yes.
I watch that shit all the time.
Me too.
It's funny as hell, man. Yeah.
It must be a dude thing because my wife comes over. She goes, "What are you laughing at over here?"
I
show her and she goes, "That is not funny."
I'll show something to Kelly. It's like this girl the other day jumped off a trampoline onto the pool and like hit her head, and then she's laughing on the ground. She's like, "I don't want to see that." And I go, "I've watched it like 50 times, and I'm just laughing my ass off, and I can't stop." It's the funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
That's why they hate us.
If they had a good song behind it, I'd be like going, "What's that song? That's a good song."
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Anyway,
all right, man. Well, I'm going to take us out of here, but hang tight. Don't go anywhere yet. Visit us on agesofrock.com. Check out our social media and our past episodes. And until next time, peace out, people. Thanks for listening to the Ages of Rock podcast. If you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and most importantly, tell all your friends. Remember, you're never too old to rock. Until the next episode, peace out, folks.